Have you ever sat in the quiet corner after they left and the silence felt much louder than their presence ever did? The ache sitting in your chest like a weight that just won't lift because it wasn't just that they hurt you. It's that they knew exactly where to hurt you, your softest parts, where it lived. But they still chose to strike you. And now you're left sorting through the broken pieces of a world you once trusted, a love you once believed in, a version of yourself that was still wide eyed open and hopeful. And how do you even begin to grow up with that now? Because glow ups aren't just about looks or style. Sometimes the real glow up is rising from the ashes you were when they betrayed you, when they lied, when they dismissed your loyalty like it was just a disposable thing, when they blamed you for bleeding after they handed over the knife to you. And what's worse is somewhere in all of that, you started to believe maybe I was too much. Maybe I should have stayed quiet. If I was just a little more this or just a little less that, they wouldn't have walked away. Or worse, they would have stayed, but still treated me like this as I'm an invincible person. It hits deep, doesn't it? Not just the betrayal, but the way it makes you question your own worth. Because when someone throws away something precious, we don't question their judgment. Instead, what we question is the value of the thing just thrown away. But you're not a thing, and anyone else can't define your value. Your value is with you. You are lovable, you are precious. Let it stay because what if I told you that this pain, this betrayal, this heartbreak isn't your ending, but your beginning? And by the end of this, you will understand exactly how to turn all of it into your goal. Somewhere along the way, you started to think that their inability of loving you the right way, which was meant to be, you were unlovable. Their betrayal was a reflection of your inadequacy, that their silence or absence or cruelty somehow validated all those quiet insecurities you never noticed before. You never voiced, but held close like a secret weight. And it all came out after they did this. And that's where the lie lives. Not in what they did, but in what you told yourself, what you believe about yourself. The truth is, betrayal doesn't happen because you're lacking. It happens because they are lacking. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but let it sink in. The people who betray you are often the ones who cannot hold the kind of depth you offer. You are unmanageable for them, and they don't want to be honest. They are afraid of the honesty you embody, who flinch at the intimacy you bring into the room, and it's not your job to shrink to fit into spaces they refuse to expand. They'll need to level up. You don't need to lower your standards. You have been made to believe that your emotions, your boundaries, your softness, your fire were too much, but that's not too much. That's real. That's vivid. Just as humans, it's a human experience. And if they didn't have the capacity to hold that, it says everything about them and nothing about you. This is the truth they don't tell you in healing books or breakup videos. The truth that the betrayal was never about you, it was about them, about what they were offered to face in themselves, about what they weren't ready to give, about the walls they've built long before even you arrived. And you just happened to knock on the wrong door thinking it was home. But that shift, that realization is everything because once you stop asking why they did it and start asking why you stayed, why you tolerated, why you gave so many chances, not just two or three chances, but like, you know, when you take them back after the 20th time, why you give so many chances to someone who saw your love as leverage and not as a gift, you begin to reclaim your power right now. And that is when your story will begin. This is where everything changes right here in the moment. You decide you are done being with the one who keeps trying while others take you for granted. When you whisper to yourself in the mirror, I deserve more, and I actually mean it. When you stop waiting for closure, you don't need that closure. Doesn't make any sense. You need to start creating your own peace because you finally understand that your healing is your own. So don't get it delayed. You are not bitter. You are just wiser than before. You are not even cold. You are discerning. You are not guarded. You're not raising your walls high up so that no one can ever climb. No, you are not guarded. You are just sacred. You are like a sanctuary, a safe space. You respect yourself now, and you are building a version of you that will never need to explain herself to be worthy of softness, of love, of royalty, of loyalty, or reciprocity. You are becoming someone who doesn't chase, who doesn't beg, or who doesn't break at the sound of someone else's silence. Because now you know that you are no longer the person who ignores red flags. You can just see it within few interactions, which was not the case when you were a naive, when you just didn't understood how the manipulators, how the people who want to take advantage, how their mind works. Now you cannot ignore the red flags you see. You just feel that you have outgrown that version of you who romanticize the future potential over the present reality, who gave benefit of the doubt to people who never earned it, who stayed because she hoped things would get better instead of realizing that it's not better. She deserved better from the start. There's something powerful about the quiet after the storm. It gives you space to reflect, where you're not numb anymore, but present. Present with your pain, with your thoughts, with the reality. You're no longer defined as a needy person and someone whose value is in the presence of someone else. No, that's not your definition. This pain refines you, and you look at yourself and realize I'm still stronger. Yes, a bit scared, but so much more can align. This is your turning point. This is the season of becoming. This is where you shared who you were in the past and step into who you are going to be and always meant to be. It's not a loud transformation, it's a silent and a steady one where your standards rise, your circle gets smaller, your peace becomes your priority, and your glow doesn't come from revenge but from realignment. And if you talk about revenge, yes, your glow up itself is a revenge. It's the best revenge you can take anyone because they wanted to see you fail, they wanted to see you miserable. Now they'll see your glow up and doing the best in your life. You don't have to prove them or prove anyone anything anymore, especially not to those who walked away. You need to let them wonder, you let them regret, you let them feel whatever they want to, they need to, while you are rising up, while you are working on yourself, your health, your mindset, other aspects of your life, other relationships. And while you are evolving, you are blooming, you are empowering yourself. Because from this moment forward, you're not chasing, you're choosing, you're not seeking validation. You're standing in truth. Whatever happened, happened. You're just not asking to be seen. You are seeing yourself with such clarity. It blinds every lie. You were never so clear in your thoughts before. You now just go into the flashbacks and think about all the lies which comes to your mind with time. And it doesn't breaks you. It makes you. All those false promises. If you remember all those things, it's making you a wiser version of yourself. You are seeing yourself with such clarity, it blinds every lie they ever made you believe in. And that glow, the one that doesn't come from makeup or outfits or external approval, but from within. That's the kind of glow I'm talking about, and no one can dim it. You are no longer entertaining half hearted energy or broken promises or people who only show up when it's convenient for them. You don't have space for that anymore. Your soul has outgrown all those experiences, all those places that made you feel like too much and not enough at the same time. You now know your silence is more powerful than your explanations. Your peace is louder than your anger, and your absence is more noticeable than your presence ever was when it was taken for granted. Yes. So now you have to set new boundaries, not to push people away, but to protect the woman you are becoming, the one who knows that protecting your energy isn't It's clarity. Now isn't rejection also. It's redirection. That walking away isn't giving up, it's growing up. And maybe they'll circle back. Maybe they'll feel your absence like a ghost haunting their regrets. Maybe they'll scroll through your glow up wondering how you become so untouchable, so radiant, so rooted in yourself, but that's not your concern anymore. Because you are not living to be remembered by those who forgot how to hold you right. You are no longer proving points. You are who we are. You are not healing to show them what they lost. You're healing to reclaim your power, what you almost forgot you had. And every day now is a quiet act of rebellion against everything that tried to break you. Every smile, every moment of joy, every time you choose peace over chaos is you saying that I made it and I'm still rising. That's not pettiness. That's power. That's not bitterness. That's wisdom. That's not arrogance. That's finally knowing who you are. So let the world watch, let them whisper, let them wonder while you are building yourself. Your empire in silence, while you water your roots and tend your soul, while you glow from places no one can touch. One day, not far from now, you will look into the mirror and see someone who barely, not because you changed who you are, but because you finally remembered who you have always been beneath the roses, beneath the heartbreak, beneath the self doubt. There she was all along, woman who chose herself again and again, even when it was hard, especially when it was hard. You will walk into rooms differently, not with arrogance, but with an energy that says, I know who I am. I'm not here to prove it to you or anyone. To speak with softness, but carry fire within you. You'll attract people who respect your boundaries, who cherish your presence. Mirror your effort because you no longer settle for potentials. You don't even get manipulated easily. When you have seen what's possible in your eyes, they'll see it. The ones who left, the ones who betrayed, the ones who doubted you, they'll also see it. They'll see the glow up, your evolution, the quiet and unstoppable force that you have become. Maybe they'll feel regret, sure, because they don't want to see the good of you. Maybe they'll wish they had treated you better. Not because of their mistakes, no, it's not because of that. Because it's what you have right now. They see, so they want to treat you better now. But none of that will matter to you because you will be too focused on your peace and your purpose, your becoming. This is your story. The betrayal, not the pain, not the living. This chapter is about the rising, the rebuilding, the returning home to yourself, and nothing else. No one can take that from you. Walk forward with your head high, your heart open, and your soul on fire because this glow up isn't just physical, it's a spiritual one. It's an it's elemental. You have survived the storm, now you are the storm.